Well, hello, welcome back. Today I want to talk to you about a subject that comes up all the time in small business and network marketing. Should I build slow or should I build fast? Do I have time to build fast? A lot of people say, well, I don't want to do anything too quick, I just have a few hours a week. And I want to suggest something to you today, and that's that no matter if you've been in business for 19 years like my wife and I, or if you and your income is not what you'd like it to be, or if you're brand new and you just started your own home-based business today or you're going to start it tomorrow, I want to suggest to you that you do a blitz to get your business started. The blitz is what they do in football when they throw everything they have to try to get the quarterback, and it's often very successful. The Blitz actually came from the Blitzkrieg of the German army, when they just literally threw everything they had at the Battle of the Bulge and blew through the lines of the Americans. But when it comes to your business, the Blitz means to do extra effort for a short period of time. Nobody can blitz forever. You can't blitz on every play in football, but you can decide that I'm going to get this thing going. If you've got a new business, your business is what scientists call an object at rest, and it tends to stay at rest. And what you need to do is to get your business started and get some momentum. And once you have some momentum, you don't have to push so hard, you don't have to work so hard to maintain that momentum. So it's a decision that you have to make, but I really recommend that you decide to put forth extraordinary effort for a short period of time to be able to get your business off the ground and to be able to gain what we call the mighty mo for momentum. Momentum is the most wonderful thing in the world. Once you have it going for you, it just kind of cruise control. But when you lose momentum or don't have any momentum because your business is new, then you're in bad shape. So even if you've been in business for many years, if you look and you say, my income is not what I want it to be, and I keep doing the same things over and over, but it doesn't seem to grow to the point where I'd like it to be. Well, there's some keys to that, and a couple of examples that I've actually learned from other people. But think about an airplane that's on a runway, and the pilot decides to save fuel, and so instead of putting the throttle all the way forward and using everything he's got to get that plane off the ground, what if he only gave it about half throttle or quarter throttle to be able to conserve on fuel and energy? Well, we know what would happen. He'd go down to the end of the runway and he'd crash at the other end, because in order to get that plane off the ground, he's got to give it everything he has to get it up into the air. And once he gets that thing up and flying, then he can pull back on the throttle and he can cruise, as they call it. The same thing is true. Another great example is water. Water at sea level boils at 212 degrees. If it's 210 degrees, it's not boiling. If it's 190 degrees, it's not boiling. But once it does boil, you create tremendous energy. The old steam locomotives, that big long nose on the steam locomotive was a huge water tank. And they shoveled coal into the locomotive, which created fire, which got the water in that locomotive boiling. Until the water got over 212 degrees, the locomotive just sat there on the track. But once it got over 212 degrees, then all of a sudden steam built up, and that steam was able to move a huge locomotive and a huge train down the track at high speeds. Matter of fact, if you got more than 212, you could get even more steam and you could even go faster down the track. So it could be that you, or even myself often, that your business has been operating below 212 degrees. And so what do you need to do? You need to throw the coal in there and boost your business, whatever it is you're trying to do. I don't care if you're talking about a diet or marital relations, whatever it is, you need to get at some power, and that means effort. It means you have to do some extraordinary effort even for a short period of time, in order to get the heat that you need to get your business off and running. So think about 212 all the time. If you're not where you want to be, you're probably running at lukewarm to 180 to 190 degrees or 200 degrees. You might be just short of what you need to get your business to take off and rocket forward. So another example is that we want to create exponential growth. An exponential curve is something that goes very horizontally for a while, and then it hits the exponential growth and it takes off and skyrockets. And a good example of that is doubling a penny every day for 30 days or 31 days. At 30 days, I think you come out to $3 million. But you know what? On day 2, you only have 2 pennies. On day 4, you only have 4 pennies. On day 5, you only have 8 pennies. On day 6, you only have 16 pennies, and then 32 pennies. And a lot of people, when they see the results in network marketing or in a small business, they say, I've been working and working, but my income is still low. Well, it's because you haven't hit that exponential curve. But remember, on day 30, I think it's like $3 million, and you double it the next day, and you have $6 million on day 31. So trust in the math. Trust in the math. Do the little things today. The scripture says don't despise the day of new beginnings. And so things don't take off exponentially day 1, day 2, day 3. But eventually, if you do your blitz, if you get your temperature up over 212, you're going to see exponential growth. Just trust that it happens. My wife and I started off with ourselves, and then we had our first distributor and our second distributor, and the growth became exponential, so that pretty soon our business was growing by people that we'd never met, because the people that we taught others who taught others, and we ended up with 38,000 people. That's hard to imagine, but it's an exponential growth, so that every day we were looking at our reports, and here's new people, new people. It was hard to even keep up with welcoming all the new people on our team. So just trust science. Trust that if you do the right activities, if you put the right ingredients in a bowl and you put it in the oven at the right temperature, you're going to get, for the right amount of time, you're going to have cake. Just trust that the science works. It's not mystical. It's a matter of you doing the right things and building it up. I'm going to suggest to you that you do a 30-day blitz. Again, it's only 30 days. You can kind of cancel your bowling and cancel your television and decide that I'm going to get my business to the next level. If you're new, you're going to get it started. If you've been in business for 5 years or 10 years and you're not satisfied with the results, decide right now that you're going to do a 30-day blitz. And here's how it works. Nitsa Nakos is a famous network marketing gal, and she's the one that I got this particular formula from, and it really works with thousands of people. Her business grows thousands of people every month. And it works like this. First thing you do is you get a sheet of paper. We actually have a form, but get a sheet of paper, and don't write down the people that you think are interested, but write down everybody you know. Get some memory joggers. Think about the people you spend money with, family, friends, colleagues, neighbors, relatives, people that you spend money with, you know, your accountant and so forth, and write an exhaustive list. Don't try to judge the list. We're going to do that later. Write an exhaustive list. After you have your exhaustive list, then go through the list and identify the top 25 prospects. The top 25 people that have skills, good people skills, that you think are ambitious, people that you love and like and that you'd like to work with, and identify those 25 people. And then contact those 25 people in the next 72 hours. Contact every one of them. You can do it with a text message, you can do it with a phone call, but contact them and don't try to sell them anything. Just ask them to look at your information. Most of us have websites, DVDs. Don't try to be the presenter. Just be the sharer or the bringer of that person to the information about your opportunity. Just ask them to look. So identify those 25, contact those 25 in the first 72 hours, and then Out of a 30-day month, that leaves 27 days left, and all you have to do is make 3 contacts a day for the next 27 days, and you will have contacted 100 people in a 30-day period of time. Numbers protect everybody. An old friend of mine that used to beat me at gin rummy used to say, anytime I won, he would say, even a blind mule will find an ear of corn every once in a while. And that's true of all of us. Numbers protect everybody. Some people are very skilled and they might talk to 3 people and recruit 1. You might have to talk to 30 people to recruit 1. It doesn't matter, but numbers protect everybody. So do the numbers, and you're going to find out that of those 100 people, that many of them are going to join your business, might be 10, 15, 20, and out of those, you're likely to have 3 new leaders. And those 3 new leaders are the ones that were going to take your business to the next level. So I hope this information helps you. If it does, like it below. Feel free to leave a comment, share it with your friends. If you haven't already done so, register for my newsletter so that you'll on my website, so that you'll be able to get new videos each day or so as they come out. Have a great day in the Lord. Bye.